Alright, so I'm just leaving Lordsburg. Goal is about 15 miles today because that's the next water. And it'll be about 15 miles a day into Silver City. Should be 4 days because of the fire closures. There's a really long road walk at the end. Didn't film anything during the rest day yesterday, but it was nice. I feel pretty good. My feet are doing better. Just need to basically wait until they toughen up further so that I'm not hurting as much. Dust devil. There ain't a whole lot out here. But hey, my feet feel better. My legs are feeling good. The temperature's not too hot. I just ate some gummy bears. So life's pretty good right now. Well, you're not lost when you're on the CDT, but you're not always on the CDT. My closest friends, one's from Japan, the other one I think is from India. Their English isn't great, but it's not horrible. It's certainly better than my Japanese or Hindi. Passed Turtle, Jabber, and Blues back under a tree there about maybe half a mile ago, and discovered that we were nearly a half a mile north of the trail. So just working my way back towards the trail at an angle. Pretty close to re-intersecting the trail now. We're just heading that way. So I basically just spent an hour on the phone with Vivint, which is the security system at my old house. Even though I did a cancellation of service and transfer to the new owners didn't take over the system. And so Vivint started trying to get a hold of me. I basically had to tell Vivint, I don't give a shit. It's not my house anymore. If the new owners decide not to be customers of yours, that ain't my problem. It's like, really? You're calling me on a mountainside in New Mexico to ask me about a security system for a house that isn't even mine anymore. I'm about 2 miles from this windmill where most of us are planning on stopping for the night. Differing accounts on whether there will be water here. We shall find out. Morning. Turtle Wolf's out in front of us a ways. He got started a little bit earlier. We're just getting going. 15 miles today, 15.6, something like that. There is a water cache there. There's also, we think, 2 water caches between here and there, so not a big deal. Feeling good, slept pretty okay. There's some cows throughout the night that kept making noise, so you keep waking up and kind of wondering if they're gonna try and lay down in your tent with you. What you up to? Well, that's 100 miles in basically 7 days of hiking. Not too shabby. I'll certainly get better as we get going. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, lunch over. Had a nice about hour-long break there. Just getting going again. I have essentially 10 miles, it's a little bit less than that now, to the Burrow Mountain Trailhead. Finally got into some sections where it actually feels like the Continental Divide Trail. You're not road walking or wandering across the desert. It's pretty nice. There's Burrow Mountain. I I'm back into the area that I was a little familiar with. Burrow Mountains, where I rode up on my bike. Unfortunately, that area of it is closed due to prescribed burns. Found a new friend. Ooh, bye. Never mind, he doesn't let me be friends. I think about 5 more miles to the trailhead slash parking area where we're camping for the night. I was able to fill up a little bit of water back there, so I've got about 3 liters plus whatever's in my Camelback, so I should be good.
I apologize if the view is a little wonky, but it's the best I can do. Just eating. Did not quite 16 miles today, and it's a 21-mile road walk to Silver City tomorrow. So, just drinking water. Beautiful trail today. This was pretty much the first single track we've been on all week. So yeah, it's like 7:30. I'm gonna eat and get to sleep. So I will catch you on the road tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning, champions.
Just leaving Burrow Mountain Trailhead, whatever they want to call it, for a nice 21-mile road walk.
Had great company last night with Solo and Guru.
Yes, we did. Nice trail magic. Turtle Wolf is out in front of us here somewhere. We'll probably catch up with him before too much longer because his shins are killing him. This is our life for the next
20 miles.
6 hours or so. Michelle is going to meet us with the van at some point along here so we can throw heavy stuff in there and slack pack into town. We will catch up with you further up the road. Time to offload some heavy shit. Get it down to basically water and snacks. Alright, well the packs are a lot lighter. And we're slack packing now into Silver City. So essentially another 16. Just got some trail magic out on the road walk. Cheshire happened to be driving by and he has ice cream sandwiches. Trail magic, if you're not aware, is anything a non-hiker does to help out a hiker. You know, just being a nice human being. That just brightened my day. I've got like 7.5 more miles, so I'm getting there. All right, well, I'm in Silver City. Michelle picked a couple of us up for the last 2-3 miles. Got my package, and I'm walking the mile over to the hotel. I will check in with you later. Good afternoon. We're taking our second zero just to kind of get some more recovery and stuff. Got a hotel room for myself. Ironically, Harry Potter is doing another marathon. It seems like every time I travel, I end up watching Harry Potter. Michelle is coming by with the van to grab stuff which is getting mailed to Pytown. So that's basically food for Pytown to Grants because Pytown has no resupply. Just chilling. Feet feel a lot better. I will take probably another bath tonight. Not sure if I'm going to do an ice bath or a regular bath to use up the last of the Epsom salts, but those helped a ton. Been a good little break. Got everything set up to keep going and ready to get back on the trail. Just leaving Silver City. Got a bit of a road walk to get out of town. And the plan is to camp somewhere near Bear Creek. No real rush. It's exactly 9 o'clock. 3 days to Doc Cambell's. I just had a coyote cross the road right in front of me. It wasn't chasing a roadrunner as far as I can tell. Pretty good sized sucker. Just saw the one though. That's some of the first wildlife I've seen. Haven't seen any deer. We'll see what we get up to further up the road. Just sitting out here having lunch. It's a little windy, but the spot doesn't suck. And I got, let's see, about another 7 miles to the water point, which is where just about everybody was saying they were going to camp tonight. Guess where I am? This is my campsite from day one of the CDT last year. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was riding the Gila alternate on my motorcycle. I'm not gonna camp there because there's water up here, but as I was coming up, I'm like, this is all really familiar. I'm pretty sure this is the road I was on. I'm gonna get down here about another, I think it's like 3 miles, 2 or 3 miles to the water site and camp there for the night. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock. Just getting going. It's a bit chilly this morning because I'm not in the sun yet, but it'll warm up. It's cool seeing all this stuff on foot that I went through on the bike. It is beautiful down in here, but you know, I did all this in basically my second morning, and it was rough enough that for some of it I was just fighting to stay upright. Alright, so we're on to the Gila alternate proper, and it's really beautiful. Yeah, just heading up here through Fern Gully. Guess where I am? It's the Regis-tree. But yeah, welcome to the CDT and the Regis-tree. Alright, so I just got my ass kicked by this climb back here. It just goes straight up the hill. This guy's gonna be hard to see unless he moves. Hey guy. Literally ran across the trail in front of me. That's the only reason I was able to see him. I'm just gonna try and get to the water point today. And then yeah, 16 miles, Doc Cambells. The high tomorrow is 43 degrees. So I will be sleeping with my Sawyer tonight. You're not gonna believe it, but there's signs of civilization. There's a road at least, and a cattle corral. Still about 5 miles from where I was planning on trying to camp. And we'll see what happens. Morning. The good news is the weather is not nearly as bad as it was projected to be. Well, it's at least not a high of 43 and raining. So we'll see what the afternoon brings. But I have an 18-mile day to Doc Cambell's. But basically I will push to Doc Cambell's no matter what. But yeah, this is a steep trail in a few places. Lots of switchbacks going down the hill.
Down those shallows right there. The rapids.
Yeah, so where it's rocky, where there's rapids, that's shallow.
Don't film this. What are you doing?
I have to film this.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you might as well just get it over with. The first river crossing. There's about 30 more between here and Doc Cambell's. So there's gonna be a lot of this. Just, I can see Pickle Rick back there. Just sitting here, watching the ducks. And I just heard the first roll of thunder. We're gonna keep on keeping on, because I don't want to get caught in a thunderstorm. So one of the questions that I see a lot, or some variation of the question, is when you're doing all these river crossings, how do you keep your feet dry? You just cross the damn river. Alright, so I'm about 5 miles from Doc Cambell's at this point. It is almost 6 o'clock. I'm guessing I will be getting there after dark. This has been pretty brutal. I'm finally on what can pass as a trail, I guess. But yeah, this is gonna be 12 hours of just kicking yourself in the nuts. I don't really have a whole lot to say right now. I am exhausted, I'm wet, I'm cold. About the only thing I can say is my feet don't hurt because they've been getting an ice bath about 3 times for every half mile for the last 9 hours. Embrace the brutality, folks. Well, in the words of, I think it was the Curiosity rover, it's cold and it's getting dark. 7:30. I've got like a mile and a half to go, so I'm close, but oh god, I'm tired. I believe I just crossed the Gila for the last time tonight. I know I have to cross it more once I leave Doc Cambell's, but I think I just crossed it for the last time before I get to Doc Cambell's. I hope. Because at this point, I'm cold. I should hit the highway here in a little bit, and then it's like a mile road walk to Doc Cambell's. I'm not sure if anybody's gonna be awake when I get. Oh, I do have another river crossing. Fuck. Made the road. There was like 3 more water crossings. So I'm a mile from Doc Cambell's. Warrior Expeditions crew heading out for the next stop. Alright, don't go find any more bears.
They sound ready.
You too. So, tons of people at Doc Cambell's. I am not even going to try and get people's trail names because I have no idea. But there's probably 20 of us here at this point. Just enjoying life.
We've been following the trail of pop truck trucks.